Now, I'm curious, if you're like me, I know that, New York's in your blood, and today I'm walking to work and I pass, they've put up the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree already. It's 65 degrees outside. The guys working on it are in bathing suits. But I walked by and I thought, okay, I feel like I'm maybe starting to get into the Christmas spirit. I know it's a little early. How about you? It's starting to feel that way in New York,
A little bit, yeah. There's a certain spring in the step of most New Yorkers around this time of year.
Right.
And,
wow, you really seem like you're in this, spring in the step.
It's a little warm. It's a little warm to me right now. But when it gets cold and you have a nice wool scarf on and a hat, and you see that tree, a little tear, you'll feel Christmassy. I promise.
You really tear up when you see the tree, do you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's that kind.
Have you had that looked at? That could be retinal damage of some kind.
Yeah.
Well, are you someone that really gets into, like, I want to decorate the home, I want to...
I do, we have a tree, very typical tree, and we're not crazy about it, but we do definitely decorate, and my son now, of course, is he knows things are coming, and Santa, he believes in, I shouldn't say in case but he believes in Santa, because
Of course he should, yes.
And,
yes.
You do too.
Yes.
Sorry, because it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It is true. It's true.
What do you mean?
Don't worry. Yeah. So
I'm very confused there.
Yeah. I don't know. That was weird. I don't know what we're talking about. But he, so he looks up the chimney now. Just before bed, he'll just be like.
Right.
He doesn't whistle.
Right.
He doesn't whistle, but he does.
That's nice that you have a chimney, because a lot of people living in Manhattan, I just gestured to our fake window.
And I live right there.
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah.
Hello.
Go to bed, James.
No, I'm impressed because you have chimneys.
Couple.
I live in an apartment.
Fireplace.
There's no chimney, so there's a whole other myth about Santa comes through the microwave oven.
He climbs in the fire escape.
He can go through fiber optic cable. He's downloaded, and then it's weird.
Yeah,
but
you
so
don't
he's
take
excited.
That thing too literally. It gets hard. It gets difficult. Even with the chimney, if you think about it too much, it's tough.
Well,
How does Santa get down and all that,
Well, what happens is you start answering initial questions, and then I remember at that age asking a lot of questions, and then then you'd get like a PlayStation or something for Christmas, and you'd be like, well, how is this? It says right here it was made in China. Why did? And then it's like Santa is subcontractors,
Yep.
Very strange.
It's complicated.
Your son's getting into it. Your son's.
He is. Yeah.
Is it? I just occurred to me, walking around Manhattan, I see posters for your movie.
Yep.
And I'm curious if you've had, what's it like when you're out walking around with your son James, who is 4, I believe?
4, yeah.
4. You're walking around with your boy James, who's 4 years old, and you see your picture. Does he connect that you're a well-known person? That
a little bit. He's just starting to, the whole world to him is so strange anyway, but that's just an added layer of, something that he doesn't quite understand. But we were in Central Park yesterday, and we were leaving, and there was a stand with lots of postcards and frames of New York, scenes from New York. And one was a little poster from The Odd Couple. This is a picture of me and Nathan Lane. And he said, "Oh, Papa, that's you. You see, there you are, right there." And I was like, "Yeah, that's right. Look at that." And this woman was going through him, and she asked him some question. He was like, "He is him." And she said, "What?" And he was like, "Him is he." And she was like, "Okay, you're crazy. You're 4, and you are nuts."
What are they talking about?
Yeah,
very
4-year-old
strange.
talk, and just went back to her other. And isn't this a nice little,
Right.
But I said, "I understand, James Wilkie. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I understood that.
I got your back.
He is him.
He be he.
He, yes.
That man is he.
Yes.
So what can he do now that he's 4? What are his? I don't know what
How
a
old are
4-year-old.
you?
My kids are. I have a 3-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old son. So I'm curious, what can they do at 4? Are they doing card tricks? Can they crack a safe? Can they hotwire a car?
He's written 2 symphonies.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Yeah, he's it seems pretty much the same. He's a little more talkative, and he's very into role playing. So he puts on a Spider-Man or a Superman or a Buzz Lightyear outfit pretty much every night when he gets home.
Right.
He's like Spider-Man, please. and he starts taking off the shoes
Sure, yeah.
when he gets in. He's ready.
Do you bring the Spider-Man
Puts it out,
costume?
you know, you put it on him.
Yeah.
And then with Spider-Man, recently we realized when he's like, I'm tired of being Spider-Man, I want to be Peter Parker, take my costume off. So Peter Parker is basically naked. Naked as Peter Parker
that's
and
very
dressed
strange.
as Spider-Man. Yeah.
He's a naked guy running around the apartment.
Running around, I'm Peter Parker, don't call me, I'm Peter Parker, I'm Peter Parker. It's very...
They're going to work that into the next movie, I think.
Yeah.